You know, Polk County Parks and Recreation has count them, 5 resource centers, and they're located around Polk County and serve the residents in those specific communities. Now, each center hosts various special events during the year, and with Halloween just around the corner, an event that's sure to be spooktacular and you don't want to miss is coming up at the Wabash Community Center. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is an old friend of ours from Polk County Parks and Recreation, Kelly Benedict. She is a recreation coordinator for Polk County Parks and Rec. It's good to see you again. How you doing?
Good to see you too. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's getting to be about that time of season, and you know, like we talked, you know, with the 5 community centers, they play a vital role within the community, and you guys have got a great event coming up. But let's talk a little bit about the community center, located in West Lakeland. Talk about the role that the Wabash Community Center plays within that community.
Well, it's a good place for the community to come in. We have computers for the public to use to sign up for jobs, do resumes, anything that they might need to use on the computer. Our fitness class just started back up. We do a 12-week fitness class for our seniors every Wednesday from 10 to 11. And we just started our After School All-Stars program up, which is our after-school tutoring, well, not tutoring, homework help. Yeah. I always tell the parents, I'm not a tutor, but I will help get your kids' homework done. And we do that 5 days a week for the kids. So it's just a good place for the community to come together and use the resources that we have there for them.
One thing that you mentioned that, you know, a lot of people when they think community centers, it's either going to be one or the other. You've got an older crowd or you've got a younger crowd. You guys have got an incredible mix. Talk about the importance of having that thing for everybody, that place to go to.
Well, it's great because some of our older crowd, they help me out with our younger kids that we have when we have events. I've got a couple older ladies that come and they help out, and it's so good because the kids that I have a lot see them and they're always running up to them and telling them hi, so they can learn a lot from the older generation as well. And it's just great to have, you know, both ends of the spectrum there and doing things together.
From the event of a facility ready to host a great party, it has all the makings for that. And speaking of great parties, you've got one coming up, the Halloween Spooktacular. Let's talk a little bit about that. When are we scheduled and what times are we looking at?
Well, we do it a little bit earlier in October. We do Friday, October 9th, and we're going to do that from 6 to 8. It's a short amount of time, but we pack so much fun stuff in there. We're going to do a couple things different this year. We're going to try to do a cardboard maze that's going to be pretty interesting for the kids. We're going to have like a pie eating contest with some whipped cream and some kind of gross stuff in there. Oh, yeah. So, you know, really Halloween fun stuff. We're going to do a costume contest this year and a coloring contest. So there's something for all ages, and it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Kelly, I am living proof that you're only young once, but you can be immature forever.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not?
And pie eating contests are my favorite.
Exactly, especially when there's something nasty hiding at the bottom of that whipped cream, you know?
Well, you know, you had mentioned that the fact that you're doing this a little bit earlier. Talk about why you're doing that and the importance of giving the kids, you know, not just sandwiching everything on top of each other, gives them that opportunity.
Right. Well, October's a busy month. I mean, there's so many things going on. Fall festivals. We have our haunted Halloween hayride that we do.
Always huge.
Yeah, and it's huge. And we do that at the end of the month. And you know, our other community centers, like you said, we have 5. They, a few of them do Halloween themed events as well. So we try not to pack them all in one day so they have the chance to go to these different centers.
Yeah, you don't discourage double dipping, do you?
No, absolutely not. Why not? They're free. They, you know, come out and have fun at all of them.
When we're talking about the event, what are some of the things the families can expect that are visiting?
Well, this year we're going to have our friends Becky's Hot Dogs. They're going to come out and they're going to sell hot dogs, sausages, and snow cones. We're going to do the costume contest, which is new for us. And like I said, the pie eating contest, that'll be new as well. Crafts, games. We're going to do all sorts of fun games.
And of course, the Trick or Treat Village.
Trick or Treat Village, of course. I don't want to miss that. You're going to get candy if you come, so you know you're not going to be disappointed with that.
You had mentioned the fact that you have a crowd there that helps you out within the community, volunteering. Talk about the role that the volunteers play, because Polk County Parks and Rec is a lot like anything within Polk County government. We're always striving to do more with less, and we rely on the community partners, whether it's volunteers or sponsors. Let's talk first about the volunteers and the role that they play within making the Halloween Spooktacular event a success.
Volunteers are huge because I'm only one person, and I can't run games and a contest and a craft area. I mean, I have to have volunteers. It's very important to run a successful event to have volunteers, because if we don't have a group come out or an individual come out to help, then it might not be as great as what it could be. And I've got some great high school volunteers that'll be coming out. I can always use more. You can get your community service hours. And let me tell you, I'm good to my volunteers. And like I told you, some of my older crowd at the center, they come out and they help too, not for volunteer hours, just because it's fun. It's a fun event to come and work, because it's just exciting to see all the little kids having so much fun.
Let's talk a little bit about how sponsors help you fulfill your mission of providing a safe, family fun environment to celebrate the Halloween activity. Name some of those sponsors, and then of course, always looking for more.
Yes, absolutely. I don't have any sponsors for this event yet. I'm
so
always
now,
looking.
See?
Hey, that's such a good plug. So I'm always looking for events or sponsors for our events, because with the county, we have limited budgets per event, and that only goes so far. We try really, really hard to be really good with our money and our purchases, but if we have that little extra room from a sponsor, that allows us to get even more candy, that allows us to get even more crafts and stuff like that, so that can be a huge event.
As Kelly mentioned, it's important for sponsors and volunteers alike to join in. Now, if anybody would like to join in, whether volunteer, sponsor-wise, how do they do as such?
They can call me directly at the Wabash Community Center. Our phone number is 863-284-4223, and we'll get you signed up right away.
Kelly, as usual, always a pleasure to have you on, and love having you in and talking about the incredible things that you do within the Wabash community.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and you at home, we want to make sure that you do not miss the Halloween Spooktacular. It's scheduled for Friday, October 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Wabash Community Center. It's located at 1230 Southern Avenue. That's in Lakeland. Keep in mind, it's a free community event. It will feature snacks and drinks and arts and crafts and games. If you need more information, you can give them a call at 863-284-4223 or look them up on the web at parksandrec.polk-county.net.